Transition Manager's web-based interface allows stakeholders across the business to collaborate in a single platform as migration events are organized and executed. In this short demonstration, you'll see how servers can be migrated with just a few clicks from an existing source vCenter environment into a target vCenter environment using Transition Manager's automation capabilities. Before we begin, let's understand the work that goes into allowing for this automation. Transition Manager software lets teams aggregate data in a single platform so all stakeholders can have a single common data set to collaborate on. This data is easily refreshed and maintained as data validation and planning efforts take place towards the beginning of any IT initiative. Groups of IT assets are scoped into events in Transition Manager, and users can then dynamically generate relevant workflows for any event. A recipe script, which represents the template for specific tasks and their sequencing, is used for this purpose. Here, with a single click, the MEO2 job setup event is being populated with tasks based on the instructions in the migration job setup recipe. These tasks will lay out the HCX job setup for the scoped servers. Then, in anticipation of the migration that will take place, we generate tasks for the MEO2 migration event, which will take place sometime after jobs are set up. Now let's take a look at the workflows and understand the various systems involved. Tasks that will orchestrate efforts exist within the Transition Manager web platform. Our goal is to migrate two servers from their current or source vCenter environment into a target vCenter environment. To perform the migration, we'll be using HCX software. These various systems and tools represent the vital interfaces in the orchestration of our workflow. However, rather than just instructing humans to perform tasks within these systems, we'll automate the process securely from a single interface, TransitionManagerConsole. Unlike the Transition Manager web-based platform, TransitionManagerConsole is locally installed, ensuring secure, streamlined connection between all systems. Now, let's see how we automate the typical HCX failover workflow. The first task will be to manually start the workflow. Then, automation takes over, allowing a user to create the HCX migration jobs for each server with a single click. This automation uses metadata captured within Transition Manager's web platform to, in real time, select an individual server, authenticate against the correct HCX server, collect source and target sites, locate the VM, ensure network connectivity and correctness, build network mapping, define folders, data stores, and compute containers, qualify all of these things, and then build out the appropriate HCX job for that server. Next, constant job monitoring can be invoked, which will continue until job setup for any individual server is completed. The final task represents what we call a utility task. It can be run and rerun throughout the event to identify in-scope servers and their HCX job statuses. When this task is run, it generates a report in real time for each server, letting teams see quickly across the entire event which server jobs are currently performing replication, ready for failover because they're fully replicated, in a state of failed replication, or are missing, meaning their job setup has not yet initiated. This task can easily be reset and rerun whenever a live update is needed. With all server jobs ready, we can transition to the migration workflow. This is done simply by selecting the migration event that we set up previously within the TransitionManagerConsole interface. As before, these migration tasks can be carried out with a single click of an invoke button on each task, which makes a REST API call to appropriate endpoints. First, we'll monitor job statuses for each server before failover. Then, assuming checks pass, we'll invoke the migration failover. Any task in the sequence cannot be invoked or acted upon until predecessors have completed successfully. Also, it's important to note that each server in the event has its own task sequence, so each server can migrate as fast as possible without having to wait for other servers in the event. Clicking the invocation button begins the failover within HCX. We can then monitor the failover jobs until they complete with another task invocation. This mirrors the HCX interface, allowing users to watch as the switchover occurs from within TransitionManagerConsole, which can be especially valuable when multiple migration tools are being automated in a single workflow. Finally, we validate the servers with one more call to HCX and our vCenter environments. You've just seen how Transition Manager and TransitionManagerConsole can turn full end-to-end migration activities into an automated, streamlined workflow. The demonstrated workflows represent a small piece of what could be a much larger, more complex workflow. Simply increase the scope of an event within Transition Manager and tweak the recipe that generates tasks to introduce additional tasks sequenced before, after, or at the same time as the HCX migration. Keep Transition Manager's flexibility and capability in mind when planning your next IT migrations.